Because what we're saying here is that for an amendment of the Constitution, you must go via referendum.
You must go 2/3 of Parliament.
Yeah.
Right? And that would have been a referendum issue. It qualifies for a referendum issue. Because we have to accept that now money is not accountable. Right? Because what happened, what we said in the Constitution, was that when money is voted by Parliament, it goes to one account called the Consolidated Fund.
Yes.
From that account, there are two other constitutional offices that oversight it. One is the control of budget. Every time there's a requisition to remove money from that account, she verifies that it is a vote from Parliament. And she approves the exchequer issue. All right? Second is the Auditor General oversights the accounts. That account.
After spent.
After spent. Now, the minute you're saying it goes to another account and it has no oversight, who is controlling it? Those two constitutional offices have only sight of what is in the law, what is the Consolidated Fund.
It sounds like it would only be an issue if money actually did go to an external account that is not approved by these two constitutional offices. Have we ever seen that happen?
Yes, the first Eurobond. The first Eurobond that was taken soon after this amendment.
It's your assertion that that money never hit the shores of Kenya?
What they showed us in terms of documentation, $1 billion. It was $2 billion. $1 billion was accounted for, right? Wrongly, because 600 of that went to pay a syndicated loan of the previous regime. 300, we saw it enter the 350, entered the Consolidated Fund. These are dollars. Now, $1 billion, we never saw. They tried to explain it later, saying it entered some sovereign fund account in the Treasury, in the central bank. But we did not see it. And I'll tell you how we didn't see it. Because there was a lot of noise about it at the time. In fact, my friend Raila Odinga had raised big issues on it. The Treasury, under Rotich, volunteered information that they put on their website to show that this was a transaction. And they shared with us the SWIFT transfers of the 650 that went for the syndicated loan, dollars. $350 million that came to central bank. Those were shared. When we asked for the other balance $1 billion, they actually shared with us a redacted SWIFT. They had cancelled. Now, what they showed on those SWIFTs is that money, you see, you've got to understand it. The transaction advisor was JP Chase. So they go out into the market and they ask for money from people to invest in this bond in Kenya. The prospectus was very clear. It said various development projects in Kenya, and it was signed by Rotich. That was the prospectus document. Okay? So JP Morgan goes out in the market. It's not their money. And they ask investors to invest in these bonds. It has a high interest rate of 6%. Okay? You know, overseas that is a high interest rate. So people invest in the bonds. So money went into an account at JP Morgan Chase. Right? Now, government at the time was trying to act like that's an account that JP Morgan Chase was receiving revenue to then send. Now, you and I know the law does not allow that.
No.
So we followed up. And we found documentation that shows the Accountant General, that is the person who signs all the exchequer issues and opens accounts for the government, is the one who signs the Consolidated Fund. Him and his deputy. So he's a man called Banandongo, who is still there up until today. And his deputy opened an account at JP Morgan Chase.
For what
Sovereign
purpose?
Wealth Fund Kenya. To receive this money. And the two of them were the signatories to that account. There's a letter by Rotich that appoints them to be the signatories of that account. So understand, Parliament passes this amendment, they go there, open this account that has no oversight of control of budget, no oversight of the Auditor General. They open it and they are the ones who dispense with the money.
And where does it go?
We saw the 650 and the 350. We don't know where the $1 billion went to.
Right. Today,
that is for another conversation.
of course.
Yeah.
But looking at all of this money today, Kenya is being asked to pay for that, and all of
That was
this
just
comes
one.
together. Well, that's that plus others, and like you said, time is not.
Imagine,
infinite.
they did $18 billion worth of things like that. $18 billion. These are mind-boggling figures.
They are.
All right? Now, that is money we don't see anywhere. You don't see at all.
But you're being asked to pay for it
We are paying for it.
today.
And we cannot afford it. Why does this debt not go down? We paid 2.6 in the last financial year. We are paying 2.8 this year. In the year after elections, we're going to be paying 3.2 trillion.
But let's look at the
Wait.
Finance Act, which,
Yeah.
it was a bill. A couple of weeks ago, the president then signed that into law. And what that does with the current budget now that you're looking at, 4.4 trillion shilling budget, 4.8 trillion, that 1.1 trillion of that money is still going to be debt. You don't know where it's going to come from, that you don't have it available. What is being lodged on KRA is 2.8 that they must collect. And, mop up money here and there. But 1.1 trillion shillings is what is not available, which what we are told by the CS is it will be borrowed. So latch that on to the debt that you talk about already. But what we are saying...
And it's being borrowed for what? Is it being borrowed for development?
Oh, no, it's to meet the budget. This is what
for
we're
what
saying.
expenditure? You see, they are creating illegalities every single year. And is it that we've become immune to this?
Well,
That
then-
1.1 you're talking about, they say they are collecting in the domestic market. We did not find it on the revised estimate, on the revenue estimates. And even as they argue, they say, if you look at the balance, remove domestic and foreign,
Yeah.
you'll see that it's there. I say, okay, then show us on the expenditure side.
Because it should show.
It much should show.
Okay.
You don't see it on the expenditure side. Because the expenditure side, it can only show in the development expenditure side. It does not show. And all loans we take on the expenditure side development are shown. You find all the foreign loans are there. We're getting from Canada, we're getting from India, we're getting from the from World Bank. They're there towards development. But you do not see domestic debt funding anything on development.
Which is the bulk of the debt.
Yes.
Because
so
we're
you
saying
ask
that...
yourself, what is this? Are we become immune to this impunity? Does Parliament just